Hey guys, it's Drea. I have to admit, I'm a little nervous for this video because it's a new tag video and I'm very excited about it, but I'm still a little bit nervous because this is a tag me and my friend Alex have created. Her channel is OneBeautyAddict here on YouTube. Go check her out. Of course, I will leave her channel and her video of this same tag down below. This is a collab we are doing together. I keep a journal just where I jot down ideas, and I've always had the ride or die tag as one of those ideas. You know, the one Jaclyn Hill created, and I've never really gotten around to filming that. But the other week, Alex had left a comment on one of my videos saying that she really loves how I'm not afraid to use color in my makeup, and she's exactly the same. So we kind of have bonded over makeup and stuff like that. So anyway, when she left that comment, it was like a light bulb moment. I was like, ride or die tag, but it's all color. So if you're familiar with Jaclyn Hill's tag, it's basically every category you could think of in makeup and which product is your ride or die in that particular category. So ride or die basically meaning if you could only have one product for the rest of your life, this is the one you love, you know it's going to stand by you, you know it's going to work every single time, but you can only have one. Which one is your ride or die in each category? So what we've done is we've taken that tag and we've basically just extracted the components that involve color. Now, believe me, if you want to contour with a bright green eyeshadow, you have at it. Basically, no nudes allowed is the concept that jumped into my head. So that's what we're doing. I hope that you're on board for this. If you want to help us out and get this tag out there, please tag your favorite YouTubers, the ones that you know are not afraid of color, that love to use color. Of course, I'm going to tag a bunch of people, but the more involvement there is in this concept and this tag, obviously, the more it will take off. So if you guys could help us out and tag your favorite influencers, there are some people that I would be so very interested to see what their picks would be, because there are some YouTubers who are most definitely not afraid of color. So that's what we are doing today. Let's get into it. So let's start out with eyeshadow palettes. We couldn't just limit it to one eyeshadow palette, so we split it up into high-end and drugstore. My high-end ride or die colorful eyeshadow palette is the Mi Vida Loca palette from Kat Von D. This was a limited edition holiday palette a couple years ago, not last year but the year before. It made a big splash. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful. You can see it's just a rainbow. Like, this is, if this isn't color, I don't know what is. But these are amazing shadows. I always say don't sleep on Kat Von D's holiday releases. You know how a lot of companies kind of are a little hit and miss when it comes to holiday releases. Kat Von D is very consistent and is always something very fun. This kind of palette I use all the time. Like, if you want to create a pink look, there you go. If you just want like a nice blue all over the lid with like a pink in the crease, and you just want like a smoky, sultry blue eye, have at it. So I don't know, this just inspires me. It inspires creativity in me. I love it so much. The drugstore palette that I had to choose, because I don't have a lot of drugstore palettes to begin with, but the one that has been inspiring me over and over lately is fairly new to me, but it has become holy grail status completely. This is the BH Cosmetics Foil Eyes 28 color eyeshadow. Now they have come out with a number 2. This is the first one. So this one just has the most amazing foiled colorful eyeshadows. Like, the quality on this is just as good as high end. I have done so many looks with this in videos where you guys are like, what is on your eyes? What is on your eyes? It's this, like, it's drugstore. It's a $15 palette. It's amazing. So this one really inspires me to use a lot of blue. I don't normally use a ton of blue eyeshadow. It's that one color that kind of scares me a lot, but because these are foiled, and I don't know, that kind of makes them a little bit more accessible to me. I love a little bit of shine in my shadows, and I love creating halo eyes with this palette. Like, there's something about just putting, you know, one color on the outer and inner and then a pop in the middle that just looks so amazing. So this is definitely my ride or die drugstore colorful palette. The next category is single eyeshadow. Now this is a little bit of a cheat, but not really. So I was on the hunt at the beginning of the year, actually the end of last year, for the most amazing purple matte eyeshadow I could find. and I could never find it. Everything was a disappointment to me until I got my Beautylish Lucky Bag and this palette showed up in it. This is the Natasha Denona Eyeshadow Palette 5 and it's number 10. Now, this is obviously a palette, but you can buy her eyeshadows singly, which is why this is a little bit of a cheat because I don't own the single, but I own the single in a palette. My absolute holy grail single shadow is this, and this is my holy grail purple shadow too. This is called Nina's Orchid. It's number 82V. Like I said, you can buy it on its own. It is the most pigmented purple, blendable purple, beautiful purple. It's just incredible. Purple is probably my favorite color. I mean, I like a lot of colors. I love yellow too. But purple, definitely. Like you see me do a lot of purple eyes. This purple is mainly what is on my eye with a little bit of pink from the Kat Von D. But this purple is so amazing. It's blendable. It's gorgeous. Like it shows up to play. If you cannot afford a shadow like this, you can buy a single from ColourPop that is an alternative. It is not a dupe. It is not a dupe in formula or color, but it's a good alternative to a nice, rich, matte purple shadow. And I wanted to mention this because not everybody can afford Natasha Denona. I never would have bought that palette if it hadn't shown up in my Beautylish Lucky Bag anyway. This is the ColourPop Pressed Shadow in the shade 143. You can see it's very similar. You know, actually now that I've swatched them next to each other, they are almost dupes. Like just slightly different. So 143 is on the bottom. Both these shadows last all day. I think the only difference to me is this one just has a little bit more richness and just slightly more blendable, but there's nothing wrong with this shadow at all. So if you're looking for a beautiful matte purple, there's your girl right there. The next category is cream eyeshadow, and I really don't use a lot of cream eyeshadows at all, and most of the ones I have are fairly neutral. The only thing that I could think that really comes close for me is this. This is from Tarte. It's the Clay Pot Amazonian Clay Waterproof Liner, but I use it as a cream eyeshadow. It's in the shade Rose Gold. I don't know if this counts as color. It is a beautiful kind of metallic, and I think metallic should kind of count, but it is a little bit more on the neutral side. I love this as an all over the lid, just cream eyeshadow. It's amazing. But again, this is not like the most colorful thing, but it's really the only cream eyeshadow I wear with consistency and I would refer to as kind of a holy grail ride or die product. For pigments, I only own one pigment and it is MAC Melon, so that certainly doesn't count. So I'm gonna pass by the pigment category and move on to glitter products. So glitter product could cover a range of things. It can be any product that you are ride or die with that involves glitter on your eyes. So mine is definitely this. This is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow eyeshadow. These made a huge splash when they first released, and they've come out with a lot of colors. This one was from their spring release. This is in the shade Sea Siren. This is the glitter that's all over my lid right now. What I love about this glitter product is that because it's in a liquid form and it's kind of a little bit of a duochrome, you can tell, it definitely reacts differently depending what you put it on top of, which is a lot of fun. Like, sometimes if you're trying out a new look, you don't know how this is gonna look until you put it on because it looks different on so many different things. So it's very versatile in that way. Like today it looks very purple because it's obviously on top of purple and it's got kind of that blue shift. If I were to put this over just like a cream color base, it would look much more pink with kind of a golden shift. So it changes depending on what you put on top of, but they are so stunningly beautiful. Like sometimes they have fallout depending on the shade, just use a glitter glue underneath it. This one has no fallout at all. I am in love with these and I love this color. I really haven't stopped using this since I bought it. Like every once in a while I'll just pull it out. There was one week where I was using it like on the daily. Like that's how much I love this color. It's so gorgeous. Last category under the eyes umbrella is eyeliner. And I don't wear a ton of colored eyeliner, so it might be kind of not right to say this is ride or die because I don't really wear any colored eyeliner a lot. But when I do want to do a green eye, I always reach for this. And I do green eyes a lot, by the way. This is the Sephora Contour Eye Pencil. It's waterproof. They have a whole bunch of colors in this line. They stay all day, they set, they're gorgeous. So this shade is absolutely stunning. It's this kind of deep forest green with glitter in it, you could tell. And it's so creamy, like there is nothing to putting this on. You know, a lot of glitter liners, sometimes it could be weird and chunky. This one just glides right on, and then it sets and it's done and it's gorgeous all day. Look at that. Like, I have actually used this kind of as a base under shadow before too, all over the eyelid, which is amazing. I'm actually getting inspired right now to play with this with purple, because I think that would look really cool. But anyway, definitely, if I had to pick an eyeliner, it would be this one. Okay, on to lips. Let's just start off with absolute favorite, holy grail, colorful lipstick. It's obviously what I'm wearing right now. This is Kelly Yum Yum from MAC. Now, this was a limited edition release with the Kelly Osbourne collaboration. I have done some research seeing people compare it to Candy Yum Yum, which is a permanent lipstick from MAC. And as far as I can tell, I don't own Candy Yum Yum, but as far as I can tell from other people's pictures, swatches online, opinions, blog posts, they are almost identical. Almost everybody says if you have one, you don't need the other. So if you are interested in a color like this, you can still get Candy Yum Yum from MAC. But I don't really need to swatch it. You can see it on my lips, but you can tell this is a blue-based bright pink with a satin finish. It's so gorgeous. It feels so nice on the lips. I love how much color payoff there is. I don't know, I've been wearing this to death this summer. You've seen it in a couple of videos already. I would definitely say, like, it was hard for me to pick a lipstick. There are a few that I really are ride or die for, colorful lipsticks. But this one, I don't know, it's just so gorgeous. I love the way it looks on me, so it has to be this one. For lip liner, both in terms of formula and color, it has to be the Rimmel Exaggerate lip liners. These puppies are so good from the drugstore. They are such a good formula, gorgeous color payoff, like across the spectrum, even in the nudes, everything. You're gonna love these if you haven't tried them before. This one is in the shade Pure, which is an absolute favorite of mine. I've had this for a super long time, and every once in a while I'll just pick it up and just put it all over my lips because it's really good as kind of an all over the lip shade. It's kind of like an orangey coral pink. Well, that's what coral is, isn't it? Orange and pink mixed together. Basically, it's like a bright coral. Today is overcast. It was the only day I had to film. I hope the color's coming across properly, but it's just like you can see. You can see, it's basically that color. For lip gloss, it had to be only one. Now, I'm not a lip gloss person, so I don't wear a lot of lip gloss at all, but if I had to pick one colorful lip gloss, it has to be this, and this is a tiny little sample. But this is the Urban Decay Revolution lip gloss in the shade Bittersweet. I don't know what Urban Decay is doing with their lip glosses. They got rid of these, they discontinued them. There's a few still left in the Sephora sale section. But then they brought in all their Vice, but those are more liquid lipsticks. I don't know if they have like a lip gloss line anymore. But these are so opaque for lip glosses. Like, they are so amazing. Just look at this, you guys. This deep purple lip gloss. Like, when do you normally see that in a lip gloss? Like, never. When I first got this quite a while ago, I was just blown away. I wore it all the time. I still pull it out every once in a while to wear because I just love it. I love this shade. There's something about this purple shade that actually works. Like, it doesn't look crazy on me. And then for liquid lipstick, for me, there was no question. So if you know me, you know I'm not a huge fan of liquid lipstick in general. I mostly like cream finishes and comfortable finishes. So I don't have a huge liquid lipstick collection, but whenever I do a red lip, any red lip, there's practically only one thing I ever reach for a bright red lip, and that's this from Kat Von D. This is the Everlasting Liquid Lip Color in Outlaw, and this red is just my favorite red of all time. It's so beautiful. It's so red, it's so rich, it looks so good on the lips. I love doing this with just like a simple black wing eyeliner, no eyeshadow, and just this bright red lip, and it looks so classic and so pretty, and I love it so much. I'm not in love with this formula. It's not my favorite, which is why I don't own a ton from her. It is pretty drying, but if I'm gonna do a red lip, like I said, it has to be this one every time. Okay, for cheeks, there's not too many things you can do on the cheek besides blush and highlight that involve color. So we have made 3 different categories: matte blush, shimmer blush, and a colorful highlight. You are not allowed to pick a champagne highlight. It has to be color. So let's start with matte blush. I have a little bit of a cheat here, and then I'll have a second next to this. So the reason it's a cheat is because it's kind of a palette. This is the Revolution Ultra Blush Palette, Makeup Revolution, sorry, in Sugar and Spice. And this has shimmer and matte in it, which is why it's kind of a cheat. But this is like drugstore, and these are really, really good quality. They last a very long time on the cheeks. They're very pigmented, love them. So I kind of like to play in these top three right here a lot. You know, obviously there's a couple neutrals in here, but these are pretty bright pinks. Today I have this one on my cheeks, and it's a little bit sheared out. So these are built up a little bit, but those are the three brightest colors in this palette, and I think they qualify as being pretty colorful. So like I said, I have this one all over my cheeks today, and I really like it. You have to have a little bit of a light hand, obviously, with something this colorful. They're pretty blendable, and like I said, they last all day. Now, if I'm not allowed to pick a blush palette, then if there's only one matte blush in my entire collection, I would pick this one. This is Quickie from Urban Decay. It's the 8 Hour Afterglow Powder Blush. This color I really, really, really like. It's definitely that kind of blue-based pink again, right there. And the reason I like this is because this is a little bit built up, because it can really sheer out and it doesn't look crazy, but you still get that nice cool tone pink if that's what you're going for. For shimmer blush, it could only be one possibility, and I will admit I only really wear this in the summertime. It is definitely a summer blush for me, but this is my ride or die colorful shimmer blush. And again, we're talking color. I probably have another ride or die, just regular everyday blush, but for color, it is this one right here. This is the NYX Ombre blush in the shade Soft Flush. To me, there's nothing soft about this. This is a bright, bright apricot, like burnt apricot. It's so gorgeous in the summertime. It's kind of got that, well, it's very obviously got that orangey coralness to it. And it's super pretty. Like on the bottom here, it's got kind of a little bit of shimmer. So depending where you actually place your brush, you're gonna get maybe a little bit of a difference, but you can see it's like a bright coral. I love this so much in the summertime. It just works with bronze skin so well. And again, have to be very light-handed. I put way too much of this on yesterday and I looked crazy. So you have to be careful with this, but I would still definitely say it's my ride or die. I have not put this away since the beginning of the summer, and I was the same with it last year in the summertime. I love it. Okay, getting near the end. One of my favorite products for sure is highlighter. Like, I could just continue buying highlights to the end of my days. I don't have a ton of colorful highlights, but the ones I do have, I feel like they really fill a niche in my collection. Like the one duochrome highlighter that I'm about to show you, I feel like I don't need any other duochrome highlighters because I just love this so much. So this is the NYX Duochromatic Illuminating Powder. This one is in the shade Snow Rose. So this is what I'm wearing today. I absolutely love the shine it gives, and it's not too over the top. It's still a colorful highlight because it's a golden pink shifting highlight. I've blended it into my hand here more so than just a straight swatch because I feel like you can't really see the duochrome unless you properly blend it. And I think you can kind of see it's pink with a golden shift. So it's definitely a color, but it's still wearable. So it's not gonna be like maybe like an Anastasia Aurora glow kit or something like that. It's still wearable. I love it so much. I love that pink sheen on the cheeks. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's a little bit of fun, you know? By the way, I wanted to say something about my look today. I wanted to wear a lot of these products on my face. I don't know that I would always go with an eye this, you know, bright and dramatic, a bright lip and a duochromatic highlighter, but I kind of wanted to show you them in action. So, you know, sometimes less is more. I would do one or the other, not all of them. But anyway, I love this. I think it's a real fun pop on your cheeks if you're the kind of person who likes to do that. That's it for makeup. We thought it'd be fun to throw in a category for nail polish. I don't go get manicures done in a salon. Like, I just paint my nails myself. But I love getting pedicures, and it's like so relaxing. It's just my little treat to myself. And every time I go, I get the brightest neon toes I possibly can. And I don't always do that on my fingernails, but in the summertime, I love to do bright nails. So this is my Ride or Die polish right here. This is from Essie. This is called Peach Daiquiri. So I love these coral bright like neon. So I would do like a bright vibrant pink or a bright orange. And this is kind of the best of both worlds, which is why I kept this. When I did a nail polish declutter, I had many that were kind of this tone, and I only kept this one because I didn't really need so many of the same type. But this one won out over all the rest of them. Again, what's on my nails right now. So that is Peach Daiquiri from Essie. So there's only one category left, and it's basically the category of did we forget anything slash honorable mention. So if we left out any category that you think needs to be included, it can definitely be put here. Or if there's something that you really wanted to just squeeze into the rest of the tag, but you couldn't, maybe it was like second place next to something else, it's an honorable mention. So I have one honorable mention, and it is this from ColourPop. This is the Ultra Satin Lip in the Rabbit. It's actually kind of similar to what I'm wearing today. I've been loving these fuchsia lips lately in the summertime. I don't know what it is, but it's just like this bright fuchsia. So basically the only reason I didn't include this as a Ride or Die in my lipstick category is because it's just so new to me. Like I only just got this maybe about 3 weeks ago, but I've been wearing it to death. Like it's made an appearance in a lot of videos so far, and I love it. I love the formula of these. So the Ultra Satin Lip, they do not dry down, but they are fully opaque color. They're not transfer proof, but they're very comfortable, which I look for in a liquid lipstick, and I love this color. Like I'm Ride or Die for this color in general, that is for sure, because it keeps making reappearances in my collection. So that's it for all my Ride or Die picks. I hope you really liked them. If you came over here from Alex's channel, welcome. Thank you so much for checking out my channel and my video. Definitely subscribe. I'd love to have you around. Thank you to Jaclyn Hill for creating the original Ride or Die tag. I really hope you don't mind that I kind of, you know, changed it up a little bit, but I just love putting a colorful spin on it. Oh my god, I don't think Jaclyn would ever watch this video, but if she did, I would definitely like keel over. If you are a YouTuber or Instagrammer or whatever and you want to do this tag, definitely do it. Please let me know if you do it. I would love to check out your video or your Instagram post or your blog post or whatever you want to do this, whatever form you want to do this in. I would love to check it out. Definitely tag me. And don't forget, if there are any YouTubers that you would love to see do this, I can think of a couple off my head like JKissa. She would be amazing at picking colorful things. But you know, some of these YouTubers are quite big and my channel is pretty small, so I need your help in contacting them and letting them know that this would be so much fun for you to do on your channel. So I will tag a bunch of people in the description bar below, and if you want to tag your favorite YouTubers, that certainly would be so amazing and supportive, and I would really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate you watching the whole video and sticking around, and I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.